I was born and raised in Milan, North Italy. Every year, as a lot of other people, I mean, not everyone though, I used to be lucky enough to spend most of my summertime at the seaside. It used to take us about 4 or 5 hours to drive south on the eastern Italian shore in the region called Abruzzo, facing the Adriatic Sea. As a child, the sea had a lot of different effects on me. On one side, the beauty and the horizon, and this huge mass of water and the sense of infinity. On the other side, the darkness, the deepness, and the fear of the unknown. I also understood that this big mass of water wasn't a big mass of water on itself. It was part of a way bigger mass of water called, as you know, the Mediterranean Sea. In the etymological sense, the Mediterranean Sea, it means the sea in the middle of the land, or the sea in the middle of the earth. Somehow I enjoy to spend some of my time going through the world, trying to find out what it evocates inside me if I break it into pieces. Not in the technical sense of it, rather just, for example, taking the first syllable. Me, in Italian, means me, I. Mediterranean Sea. Medite. Medite, as in French, it means meditating, thinking about something, as if the word is trying to suggest us to think about something. Medite. Medite. Also, medite, in Italian again, me of you, or you to me. The word again is suggesting us to meditate, to think about what you mean to me and what I mean to you. And how do we matter to each other? Medite, mediterra, terra, terra. Terra with an accent and a question mark, it means, will it hold? Will it hold? As imagine you have a shelf in your house, and you place on it a plant, a lamp, and pile of books. And then you check, you put pressure on it, and you wonder, will it hold? Or imagine a big bridge, huge bridge, no? Like architects and engineers, they spend a lot of time calculating and designing big structures. And then once they're built, they go under and they look at them, and they wonder, will it hold? I mean, I hope that architects and engineers do this before actually the structure is realized, before. What about after? After how long? Architects and engineers need to go back under the structure, look at it, and wonder again, once more. Will it hold? And for how long will it hold? Or a system. Imagine a system. Even a system we didn't want, a system that generated itself after certain human behavior that we might disagree with. Let's take, for example, people displacing themselves. People moving from one place to another. Yeah, so they leave their hometown, they go through cities, through roads, through other cities, mountains, desert, and then they arrive at the sea, where there is a boat waiting for them. And one goes on, and 2, 3, 4, 10, 15, 20, go, push, one more, and the boats start to float. And I wonder, is there anyone that look at this boat before it starts to go and think, will it hold? Terra. Terra. How much pressure? How many people before it sinks? And if I take away the accent from terra and the question mark, I put it away on my table. I'm just left with terra. The word terra, again in Italian, it means earth, ground, soil. Like planet Earth, pianeta Terra, no? So I kind of wonder also about the fact that this word, at the same time to mean earth, it means also land. So imagine like two lands, one land here, another land there, and a huge mass of water in between. And also again, soil and earth under. There was a project about 100 years ago, architects and engineers, thought about closing Gibraltar and dry out the whole Mediterranean Sea. So it will be just earth left. And this makes me wonder how the world will look like today if there would be no water into the Mediterranean Sea. So these people displacing themselves, they will leave their hometown, they walk through the city, through the desert, from other cities, and then they will at some point arrive at the Libyan coast. At the Libyan coast. At the Libyan coast or the Libyan coast? How much does Libya cost? What's the price of Libya? In cash. How much money Europe has to pay to Libya so they keep doing the dirty job for us and we keep our hands clean? The Libyan coast. But the Libyan coast, so people displace themselves, they arrive to the Libyan coast and they will look down because there will be no sea. So they look down and what they see is the huge valley that divides Africa and Europe. And seeing this valley, they decide to take their bag, put them on them and start to walk down the path, step by step. And day by day, and night after night, they'll reach the coast of Europe. The coast or the cost? How much does it cost to reach the coast of Europe? How much does it cost to reach the coast of Europe at any cost? At any cost? Yes, at any cost. Even the cost of your life? Yes, even the cost of my life. How much does it cost to reach the coast of Europe at any cost? Even the cost of your life? How much does actually life cost? The cost of your life. And the cost of Europe. It wouldn't be a cost. If there was a valley between Africa and Europe, then Europe wouldn't be a coast. It would instead be a huge mountain. So people wouldn't land on it. People would have to climb. And they grab the first rock, and another, and another. And they slowly start to pull their way up on top of Mount Europe. And they say, "Hello, it's me. I've arrived." And in the other side, people will answer, "Hello, it's us. Come, 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 look. Look. It's a space. It's a piece of land. You can have it. I mean, it's not yours. It's not yours. And it's not going to be yours. But it's not mine either. Piece of land. Your land. Who does the land belong to? Is it your land or my land? My land. My land. Yeah? I was born and raised in my land. Milano, North Italy. It's interesting what words can do to us if we take the time to look through them. If we take the time to see. It's interesting what the Mediterranean Sea could look like if we take the time to look through it. If we take the time to see the Mediterranean Sea. The Mediterranean Sea. Architects, engineers, the waves, no water, Gibraltar, people, the sea, and the sense of infinite.